Hi, this is Daniel St. James. This is a quick overview of some of the projects that I've done recently. A little bit about my history first. Got my start with computers way back in the 80s, 1982, 1983. I have pretty much been involved in almost every aspect of computing, from networking to systems diagnostics and technician work, field service engineering, systems engineering. I've done satellite communications, computer integration with telephony. You name it, I've probably done it. I do this because I enjoy this work a lot. Working with computers has probably been the hallmark of my career. I really enjoy learning technology. I really enjoy making it work. I enjoy optimizing it. I really enjoy making people happy with the results. There's very little that I can't do. I try to focus on a few things, and here recently in the 21st century, 2011, I've been primarily focusing on web development. Right now, the state of web development is awesome. We have tools like jQuery, we have tools like Prototype.js, Scriptaculous, which really sort of free us up from a lot of the compatibility issues we've had in the past with making our JavaScript work across all browsers, across all scenarios, and I'm really a big fan of making stuff that just works. That being said, what you're looking at right now is one of my personal websites. I've been working on this for about 11 years. This is actually a page that's not live yet, but it takes advantage of jQuery and a lot of really cool animation features. We're going to go first and cover some of the stuff that I've done recently. Most recently, I've done work for a company in Hollywood, Florida, named AlimaClean.com. They are primarily post-construction cleaning services. So whenever you have somebody come into your home and they put in a new staircase or they add a room, these are the people that you hire to come in and clean up afterwards. Lima being the name of the daughter of the owner. And then cleaning services. Basically what they do is they cater primarily to post-construction services. So if you come in and have renovations done, you're going to call these people to come in and clean up after the construction workers are done. Now what I've done here is actually the prototype site. The real site is not live because I'm still waiting on copy content from the customer. This is a very simple website. What we're looking at is just CSS and HTML. They are PHP pages because at some point they do want to go a little bit further. However, right now they just want to keep it simple. So we have just very clean HTML. Everything is driven by PHP. So in the future, when I want to come back in and shim in more advanced services, it'll be a pretty simple job. As you can see, there's not a whole lot to this website. It's just plain CSS and HTML. We have very little going on here. I try to keep things as simple as possible whenever possible. I mean, the faster the site responds, the faster people get their content, the faster the customer's happy. There are some SEO or search engine optimization tricks in here, but for the most part, it's just plain ready to go, ready for copy. All of that will be done later. That's AlimaClean.com. Another website that I've been working on recently, which is also very simple, is the King of Prussia Car Wash. These guys are in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. They're looking for investors, so they wanted a very simple website. And, you know, I'm going to be honest, I did nothing on this website. This was a template from the internet, CSS, HTML. There is nothing here. It's like, hey, check out our website. There is nothing. But, you know, this is what web developers do. We give the client what they need quickly and efficiently. And when these guys are ready, we've got a nice little template, very simple. We can come in here, we can modify any way they want. So they're going to be happy. Now let's go back a little bit further. One of the slightly more advanced sites that I've done recently, there's a graduate student at the University of Ohio State who is doing a field archaeology program in Italy, and he wanted a way for people to find out about the program, to get them to sign up so that they could apply for the program. Field scope poses vary. Very simple. You'll notice we have a rotating image on the front page. This one's kind of cool. It's just simple jQuery. Again, a template that I modified to a very minimal degree, but the turnaround time on this website was probably about 3 weeks. They have all the information they need here, how to contact them, about the information they need for health and medical, meals and accommodations, the schedule, all very simple CSS. There is some jQuery hiding back here so we can do the modal window dialog boxes. But again, nothing terribly complex. We did create a Wufoo form for them so that we had a very simple form that emailed them directly when people applied. They have the ability to edit this themselves, although they never have. Wufoo is awesome because it allows you to do very advanced field checking and correction without actually having to write a whole lot of code. Now the code is very easy, but this makes it easy for them to manage, easy for them to maintain. They can do whatever they need to do very quickly and very efficiently. A very short tutorial was involved in showing them how to use WooForms, and they were so excited. They pretty much ran with it, and that's it. Applications were actually done for the field school, but they're very happy with the website. And this was like a less than $1,000 website. It took about a week to do. They were very happy. Again, very simple CSS, jQuery, and some HTML, some PHP, and that's it. Going back a little bit further, back to December, Gold Coast Contractors in Miami had me develop a website for them. Now, I'm not terribly a fan of its design, but the client, again, gets first say. I'm a little bit busy for my taste. I like very simple interfaces. This one is more PHP. Again, you'll see a jQuery image rotator on the front page. We can scroll through some of the images they have. They've got a link to their Facebook, a link to their Kudzu. You can share on Facebook, on Twitter. Probably about the only fancy thing going on here, they did have me create a custom favorite icon for the site, and they also had me create a gallery. In this case, again, a jQuery-driven modal window dialog box system. So you can come in here and you can scroll through the images that they have. Very simple, very easy, very intuitive. I think that's kind of the hallmark of most good websites, is it needs to be simple. It needs to convey what you need in as short amount of time as possible. The users should not have to spend a lot of time, or any time at all, really, figuring out how to make something work. So these are about the last 4 websites I've done. These span the last 3.5 months. Nothing terribly impressive or fantastic, but again, most clients don't need that. And identifying what a client needs is probably the #1 job that any contractor has. So using open source tools, using tools I already know, using a text editor to modify HTML, CSS, PHP, and websites start to finish, usually about a week or two, usually not costing the customer more than $1,000, usually around $500. So they're always very happy, and I always get repeat business. Gold Coast Contractors has actually been having me work on a couple of other projects for them, so I'm going to be doing an HTML5 animation on an alternate domain that leads into this domain. But yeah, it's very simple stuff. They're very happy. I'm happy. And making the client happy is what ensures repeat business.